Good morning, guys. Freezing this morning. I woke up 17 degrees, and I wanted to make a video about it because it's still early November and it's already you know below freezing by quite a bit. I'm here in the old van. Got my blankets here, you know, my little chill area, my headboard. I'm able to stretch out. I shut the windows like this. Boom, all set. You know, it's just thank God I got no rent. Just thank God I got no rent. Because if I had rent, I wouldn't be smiling right now. I'd be struggling trying to pay rent. I can't get anything for under 800 a month. I've been out of work for a week. It just sucks, and this happens every single winter. And I just wanted to, explain the fact that people say, "Oh, why don't you just get an apartment? Get an apartment." I'll tell you one thing: if I had an apartment, I might be warm, but to pay all that money every month and then go to work every morning, it's just a place to sleep, a place to cook. And I'll be there maybe 7 hours out of the day, so maybe not even that sometimes. Sometimes I'll work late, or if I'm working on a job that's out of state, out of town, out of state, whatever, it ends up being, longer hours and I don't get home. So I'm just thankful to be alive, to be warm. I got 3 blankets on the bed right now, and I got my clothes, because when you sleep, you're sleeping, man. You're not functioning. You're not using anything. You're not cooking. You're not doing anything. You're literally sleeping. So if you're not getting buckets of water on your head, and you're not freezing to death, what's the problem? Why pay all this rent? So my goal is to hang out in the camper van / whatever you want to do. 3 things that are important. Saving money is most important, but personal hygiene is important. Brush your teeth, good sleep, brush your teeth, and you eat. Those are the 3 most important things. Staying dry, having a good place to sleep, brushing your teeth, keeping your hygiene good, and eating, keeping your belly full. Whether it's oatmeal, which is healthy and cheap and easy, or peanut butter and jelly or fluff, and the rest comes easy. The rest, I'm up with the sun, down with the sun at night, up in the morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and then when the sun goes down, you get tired. It's just human nature. And I don't see the point in spending all that money. I've paid rent for quite a few years, and it's tough. It is tough. I choose to live this way for now, but my goal is not to live in a van, obviously, down by the river. But I just want a dry place to sleep with peace and quiet, because for far too long, living with roommates, living with parents, or whatever the case may be, grandparents, you don't have privacy. You're constantly being bitched at, and it's just a never-ending stream of bullshit. And for me, I can't do it, because they torment you, for one. They create problems with you, and they threaten you. How do you live with people like that? You can't. You just can't. It's just going to cause grief and aggravation and stress, unneeded, as all stress is unneeded. So therefore, lowering the stress factor, is key to being happy. My bills are paid. I'm warm, dry, and I'm fed and my teeth are brushed. Bingo. The rest is easy. I'm outside all day anyhow, doing, working and, trying to get ahead. So the whole thing for hanging out in the van at night is to save money. So I'm not, there's times in the wintertime where I'll be working all week, and then the landlord's pounding on your door the first of the month, which he has every right to. You owe rent. But when you don't work for 2 or 3 weeks, or 2 weeks rather, sometimes in the winter it does happen. Where you get snowed out, and it just ain't happening. You just fucking, there's 3 feet of snow on the ground, the plows are out, the car don't want to start, it's fucking freezing out. You're not digging in the ground unless you get inside work. I mean, it must be nice to have inside work all the time, but not for me all the time. For years it's been that way. So I don't want the landlord banging on my door at the first of the month asking for $700 or $800. I just don't have it. And if I do have it, I can't afford to give it to him because that's my money I just made, and it took me all month to make it. And if any of you guys are on here and you understand where I'm coming from, give me a like, because I'm just trying to relate with people out there and trying to wake people up a little bit to realize what they're paying for, and the money that they're wasting, giving it to these people. You're making them rich, and you're making them live comfortable. I'm just tired of it. I just, it's crazy. And so therefore, by staying in a trailer or camper or van or whatever you choose to stay in, you gotta save money. The goal is to save money. The goal is not to live in a van all your life, obviously, But here in Massachusetts, it's tough. And the Democrat policies have run these towns and run these cities into the ground, which turns people to drugs. They're behind the drugs, they're behind the crime, they're behind the laws and all the bullshit that they push on you in order to get you in the place where I'm at right now. And I'm not on drugs. I'm not, I don't have any dependencies on welfare, food stamps, none of that. I get nothing. So every dollar counts, and my sanity counts, my life counts. And I want to be able to be happy. I want to be able to eat. I want to be able to go to work and not have to take my whole paycheck. Sometimes you got to work 2 weeks to get paid. And then you finally get a paycheck, and where's that go? Right to rent, the whole thing. Now what about gas to get to work? For those 2 weeks that you just, that you took to save that money. You need gas to get to work every single day. And they don't want to give you any money to help you out and, say, here's $300 for the first week, and then give you the next $300 or whatever it may be the following week, just so you can stay afloat for those 2 weeks till you get a paycheck. But that doesn't work. That doesn't happen. They look at you like you got 3 heads. And it's terrible. And a lot of people do it. It's just, everybody's got their mother that they live with, and I don't live with anybody. I'm independent, and I'm forced to be that way at the moment. But the thing is, I'm not going to be this way forever. I'm buying land. I have my eyes set on some land. I won't say where. It's not in Massachusetts. It's not way down south. It ain't way north. So, we'll leave it at that. But in order to achieve happiness, you want to own land. Because without land, you don't have a camper. You can't park a van. You can't park a camper. You can't park anything. You have a flat, you have an issue with a car, you can't park it anywhere to work on it. Now you're going to ask somebody or pay them rent for you to work on shit, or pay the garage to work on it. Now that's even more money out of your pocket, aside from rent, if you're living in an apartment. I just can't do it. I just simply can't do it. So like I said, I created this video to say otherwise, pay attention to where your money's going. I'm able to save that rent money. Normally that would I'd be given to the landlord for myself. That goes right in the piggy bank. Boop. And it's just, it's to the point where, it's critical to save money to get out of this hole, because you're never going to get out of it. It's a hamster wheel from hell, what it is. It's the hamster wheel. No doubt about it. You run till your ligaments are shot, till your fucking shoulders are torn out of the sockets. You got, rotator cuffs. need repairing. You got torn ligaments. You got a busted back or a fucking hurting back, blown out discs or herniated discs. And with me, I got 5 pins in my ankle. I broke my heel bone back in 2011. What a nightmare! I was out of work for 14 months. Rent still had to be paid. This, that, and the other thing. It was just so stressful, and it's terrible. So my goal is to tough it out, maybe another winter, all this winter, work like crazy, don't pay anybody unless you absolutely have to. I drive around the van and, park places. I have friends and family that will let me park a van overnight, which is, I'm thankful for, but I'm surprised they don't ask money for that. You know what I mean? You're just parking a vehicle overnight, But I fixed up the van enough where it's insulated a little bit. I got a roof, I'm clean, I'm dry, I'm fed. Got a hot coffee here. Boom. Yeah, freedom. And that's the freedom to put my money in my goddamn pocket. So that's why I'm making the video, because I just had it and I want people to realize what's going on. And another reason why I want land is because this Agenda 21 thing, which is part of the globalist plan to do a lot of things. If you want to check it out, Agenda 21 or Agenda 2030, they want to have everybody in the middle of the country by 2030 so they can control us all and force you off the land, take our guns, and enslave us. No doubt about it. Don't doubt it. It's not a conspiracy theory, because it's in play right now. AOC, Bernie, they're all in on it. Every Democrat that's running is in on it. And a vote for any Democrat candidate is a vote for globalism and a vote to take America down. So I suggest you vote the right way. Use your head. You can't, these people make no sense, and they just have followers that make no sense, and it's not okay with me. I don't, if it makes no sense, then I want no part of it. If I'm not moving forward, then I'm not moving at all. If you're not moving forward, chances are you're moving backwards. And I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm not going to teach that. I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to support that. I'm going to support our president and everything he's done. And it takes time to turn around a system that's been corrupt for over 100 years. And everybody, their famous line is, "What's he done?" What's he done? What hasn't he done, really? The man's done everything. I mean, it does take time for things to roll over, and things to, and for time to, it takes time for all these things to function, all these rules he's put in place and whatnot. But anyhow, the idea is to save money while you're in a van or a trailer. Not to live in a trailer year after year after year after year after year and blow all your money like an idiot and buy a new car and this and that. Buy a van, buy a camper, fix it up, get something that's comfortable, that you can, work with, rebuild, to stay warm, insulate it, do what you need to do, man. Go on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Even though I got rid of Facebook, I completely got rid of it, and I don't want anything to do with it. But Facebook Marketplace is a good place to get cheap vehicles. They have free trailers all the time. Just stop building something, man. Put a roof on it. Done. Insulate it. You'll be happy. It's a cool little project. And, it ends up being pretty fun. So, that's what I did. I ended up getting a van and, fixing it up. And now I got a little bed here, I got foam from, Home Depot. And I got 3 nice heavy blankets, 3 quilts, and I got a woolly thing right here. Oh, yeah. And winter socks. I got to sleep with a sweatshirt on, but you know what? I don't owe no rent. I don't owe nothing. Nothing to rent. Thank God. Thank you, God. I'm still alive. I'm happy. It's a new day. It's a bright, sunny morning, and I love every second of it. Here's the sun beaming in. Yeah, love it. It's the heat for the morning. And believe it or not, if you got like a 3-wick candle, a big, like a jar candle, like a big round one, you could light all 3 wicks. And they have a little heater, like with a plant pot, 2 plant pots stacked on top of each other. Check it out. That creates a lot of heat, and you wouldn't think so, but it does. So what I'm saying is, save your money, buy some land, because you can get land cheap down south, out west. I mean, all over the place, even up in Maine. But I want to get away from the winters, so I'm less winters. I'm going through less winters. I want to be more successful. The more nice days you have per year, the more successful you will be, because you're able to work in those environments a lot easier. Do not leave your property for nothing. Build a shelter on it, build a garage, build a lean-to, build whatever the fuck you can to get that thing situated so you can save your money. Now take all that money that you saved through the winters of staying in your van or camper, put it towards your land. That way it's paid. Now you only have to pay property tax, and the property tax is a fraction of what you'd be paying for rent per year. And it's a no-brainer. Then you can farm. Then you can, if you can have a vehicle. You have 2 vehicles. You can have your wife's vehicle. You can build a garage. You can have your tools. You can have a dog, cats, chickens, and have eggs coming in. And you can start farming, plant corn, tomatoes, carrots, the whole 9, potatoes, everything on your land, and you own it. And you can rake leaves and have no stress and not have to worry about the rent guy banging on your fucking door every first of the month. I'm all set, man. I can't do it. It's just gotten to the point where I can't do it anymore. Physically, I can't, and mentally, I can't. I don't want to give my money away. I hate it. Every time I count that money out, I'm like, I'm not giving it to you. Son of a bitch. So anyhow, I hope this video does you a little bit of justice. It makes you think, at least, and I'm not gonna be corrupted by anybody. I'm not gonna listen to anybody. I'm gonna do things my way, because my way makes sense. Think it out, Think it out before you make a move. Everybody wants, you need to pay this and pay that and pay this. And how about no? How about no, I don't have to pay anything if I don't want to? And then, God forbid, if you do, after all that too, when you're paying rent and all that stuff, and what if your fucking vehicle breaks down, need a transmission for $2,000? You got nothing. You can't even come up with the rent, never mind the 2 G's to fucking put a tranny in, and never mind somebody to pay it, or a place to do it. It's just terrible, and it just snowballs, and it's just awful. So, I hope this video does you some justice. Think about it, and make sure you vote the right way in 2020. Simply, right here, ready? It's right and wrong. Take wrong out of the equation. There's only one thing you can do. Vote correct. Vote Donald J. Trump in 2020. He loves America. He loves you. And I love him. God bless you all. Stay strong. Stay warm. Don't give in to the bullshit. Save your money and benefit yourself. Put one foot in front of the other. Go forward and never backwards. My life's been hell. Through my own actions and through others, making it that way. And remember, people equal problems. Less people in your life, the less problems you will have. Fact. Epstein didn't kill himself. Keep up the good work, guys. If you liked the video, shoot me a thumbs up. I could use it. I'm trying to get this channel up and off the ground, but it's tough, man. I'm just trying to stay afloat. I'm like the rest of everybody else, minus the apartment and the bills. I do have bills, but minus the apartment, So that was the main reason for this video. So, God bless America. Stay strong, everybody. I love you. Donald J. Trump, baby. 2020. Kicking ass. All right, later.